Hello and welcome to Webcare3D basic tutorial. The objectives of today's tutorial are to take you through the basic process of setting up a report of findings for your patient. You'll see in front of you the home page of the report wizard, which is where you start your report of findings from. The first step is to highlight the region or regions that you'd like to include in your report. In this case, I'll highlight the shoulder. The second step is to come up to the Conditions tab, which will provide you a drop-down menu of all the conditions present for the shoulder region. In this example, I'm going to choose supraspinatus tendinitis. By clicking on supraspinatus tendinitis, you will bring up the 3D animation of this condition, which allows you to better explain to your patient the condition they're experiencing, along with the anatomy and the mechanism of injury. You can isolate images from this animation by clicking on the Add to a New Image button. This will allow you to show your patient images in a PDF format if you choose to, which we'll explain more later. You'll also notice that there's a general description of the condition available that the patient will receive in the report as well. Now that you've provided your patient with a better understanding of their condition, the next step is to discuss with them the treatments that they'll receive when they come back to the clinic. These options range from electrotherapy to manual therapy. There's a small host of options you have within our drop-down menu, and as a user, you're more than welcome to add treatment options to this list, which we'll discuss later. You'll see at the bottom right-hand side here, there's a frequency and duration map that you can create for your patient. In this case, we may be looking for the patient to come in 3 times a week over the next couple of weeks. That basically sets an expectation as to the commitment level that the patient needs to make to this treatment plan. So now let's move to the rehab category. Page, the rehab tab. Once you click on this tab, you'll have access to our complete rehab library with over 3,500 exercises. These exercises are organized by region, but also can be filtered by any given type of exercise. So in this case, if you'd like to introduce your patient to isometric exercises on their initial intake, you can filter those exercises out. Alternatively, maybe it's resistance band exercises that you're looking for. These exercises can then also be filtered by type of movement, so flexion, for example. So let's now take away the flexion filter and take a look at the larger resistance band exercise profile. Majority of our exercises are done in still format and mostly have a start and finish position. These exercises can be drawn on. You can add text to them. They do have, you'll see this one has preloaded sets and reps. That's set up in the administrative feature, which we'll review later. Once you have finished modifying this exercise, you can add that to your session, which ultimately will mean that it's added to your patient report. Once you get more comfortable with our exercise library, you can simply add exercises to the session by clicking on the plus button. You'll see that we're also getting into animated exercises. Using animated exercises makes it much easier to manipulate the image over a live model. Okay, so now let's look at the support tab. Clicking on support, you'll see that you get a drop-down menu of support type items that you may want to recommend to your patient, including items such as resistance band and cold packs. There's also services available on the support tab, which allows you to make recommendations for services. So now that you've reviewed your conditions, treatments, rehab, and support with your patient, it's time to generate a report. You can click on the report tab to see which items are in the report, and then come up to the Send the Report tab. This gives you the option to generate a patient report. I'm going enter my own information, you'll see here that the letter that the patient will receive if you do indeed send them an email report. In order to view what that email report would look like, you can view it on HTML, which is the format the patient will receive it in. Ultimately, the patient receives an email from the clinic suggesting that they can open up the report that you've created for them by linking through. Again, you'll see the format of the report that they'll get, where they'll have a little introductory piece. It'll include the animation that you've selected for them, as well as some of the clips that you've taken out of that animation, and go through the treatment options as well as the rehab exercises, and all the way through to the support items. All of these items come with support text that you saw in the site itself, and provide the patient with a great opportunity to review the information that you had provided for them in the clinic, and really become much more confident in the condition that they're experiencing, as well as the treatment that they're going to need to receive, and the participation in exercises that they're going to have to perform. Ultimately, if your patient is not email friendly, there is the ability to download this report to a PDF format, which obviously makes it printable, and you can hand that to the patient before they leave the clinic. The PDF gives you an opportunity to brand the report. This is an area for the clinician to put their image. It obviously doesn't include the video, but does provide the clips from the animation that you selected, as well as goes through all the treatment with text, exercises, everything that you've gone through with the patient in the clinic environment is included on the report. So that's the very basic review of creating a patient report. There are some features of the program that I think are important to understand. If you take a look at the top left-hand side here, you'll see that there's a template section. If I chose to choose that report that I created today for supraspinatus as a template, all I'd have to do is click on Save, and I can go save it as SST. And what that allows me to do is in the future bring that report up. So I'm going to remove all of those items and just show you how easy it is to pull up future reports. I'm going to click on Load Templates. You'll see a list of templates come up, including the template that I just created, along with my other templates. If you scan over the template itself, it'll show you items such as the exercises that are included. All I need to do to access this template is click on Load, and all of those items are added to my report. This template feature can obviously allow you to create quite a bit of efficiency within the clinic, and we strongly encourage our clinicians to build as many templates as they possibly can for this purpose. The next item that we should discuss are the administrative features of the program. I'm going to click on the Admin button. That gives you the drop-down list of all of the administrative features. Manage report is a critical piece to understand. Basically, what you'll see here are reports that I've sent out to all my previous patients, and if I wanted to, I could pull up the report that I'd sent to myself last week. If I was, as an example, if I was a patient, I can pull that report up and manipulate it. Essentially, if I chose to pull up the exercise section of the report, and then maybe I'd like to take one of those exercises away, and I'm going to remove that exercise and add one more, and I can simply go and resend that report. Now, this is a great way to stay in touch with your patients in terms of progressing their exercises and maintain communication with very little work. Other items in the administrative area are the Manage Templates tab, which we reviewed just moments ago, where you can upload and manage templates for certain protocols. Edit content is the area where you, if you chose to upload your own content in regard to conditions, treatment, rehab, or support, again, you can upload an image or a video, and that content is yours for use only. The edit presets is the area where you would actually preload presets for certain movements within the rehab area. Obviously, those presets can be overwritten once you get into the rehab library, but it's nice to have those parameters filled in to start with. The My Branding section of the admin feature is where you can upload your clinic logo, the practitioner image if you choose to, a picture of the practitioner, which again just creates a stronger connection between the clinician and the patient. Obviously, the information for the clinic and the clinician are there as well. So that completes our basic WebCare3D tutorial. I appreciate your time. If you have any further questions, please do not hesitate to contact us at 1-866-707-9991. I look forward to speaking to you in the future.